That up there, that beautiful building that we built last time is simply just amazing. I haven't added anything else yet because since I made that last video, it's gonna come out in like 2 weeks from then, and nobody has commented yet. I mean, there's been plenty of comments on other videos, just not the Minecraft series. Alright, it's about time. So, there's gonna be a couple things that we're doing today. A couple of, one of the things are small, and one of the things are a little bit bigger. Let's go to bed first. Yeah, I was just saying how that commenting building it looks so nice up there, and I am absolutely in love with that piece of work. Look at all its beauty and glory. I've never built anything that looks so good in my life. It's a start. That's for damn sure. All right, let's go to bed. But yeah, I think today what I want to do is I want to build a little building off to the side of my house. As one of the things that I'm gonna do today. It's gonna be a to-do kind of building. I kind of patched in some dirt right here so I could build it right here. It's just gonna kind of be a little thing. I'm not exactly sure how it's gonna look, but I'm gonna build that. And then after I do that, I think what I want to do is I want to get started on my barn area and my farm animals. I think today is the second portion to follow up of the other episode where I brought all those animals in and I started the crops that I have over there now. I think I finally want to get to making a barn to shove the animals in and crops to put all around. And I think what I'm going to do is the same thing I said in the last video, is I'm going to have the barn kind of like in the middle, and I'm going to have 4 designated sections in a circle going around it. And in between those sections, kind of like where the walkway would be, I want to put pumpkins and melons on kind of like near the walkway area, or maybe just kind of in the way of the walkway, you know, because crops can be messy and they can just be everywhere. But I think that's what I want to do today. So that's the first thing I'm going to do, is build that little building. And I'm not sure exactly what kind of materials I want to use for it. And I mean, I've never built anything with the pale oak before, and that is literally my first time using the pale oak on any build, and it looked fantastic. We have the library over there, we have the home, which is oak, and then spruce and dark oak. And I'm not really sure what I want to build this little building out of. Maybe it's not obviously not going to be very big. It's kind of going to be like a little shack. So, you know what? We'll do it out of spruce and maybe add some jungle, because jungle does look kind of nice. I do like the look of jungle. Not as much as, like, say, spruce or dark oak, but jungle is still a pretty nice, it's a fairly nice block. We don't have enough, of the wood type that I want. You don't belong up there. Okay, I'm gonna go grab some of that. Oh, maybe today as well, before I do the barn, I will do the zombie XP farm, because that has been sitting there for a little while now, and it needs to get done. It has been way too long since I started on that. I did also install some mods. Obviously, you can tell by how much I'm using the zoom feature. I downloaded Zoomify. If you are curious about what it's called, it is Zoomify. I've also go ahead and downloaded a very cool little mod called Leaf Decay. Ta-da! Look at that. I know I did say I was going to keep it as vanilla as possible, but in my heart, I believe that these mods are vanilla worthy, because let's be honest, if you're chopping down a tree in real life, the entire thing comes down, okay? So I'm keeping it as vanilla as possible, with just having the leaves come down. Of course, I think there are mods that knock down the whole tree, but I don't want that. I like the process of being able to cut down my own trees. I think that's something that doesn't need to be messed with, and it's nice when the game is just nice, smooth, and simple, you know? The leaf decay, it's kind of just like, leaves are annoying to wait for, so that's why. Or, no, not leaves, but saplings. Yeah, I could have just scrolled over here. It's a sapling, but sick and tired of waiting for saplings all the time, so that's the purpose of that mod. There's also a couple other ones. I know you guys seen the one video with the village breeder and how I just couldn't get them in a cart or a boat for the life of me. I couldn't do it whatsoever. So I decided in my genius mind self that that's probably one of the only mods that's not going to be keeping it vanilla. I don't know why I just can't get villagers. So I traded out the one mod I used to pick up villagers in that video with a mod where I think it puts them in my inventory and I can just place them down, or it's pick villagers or something like that. It's close to it. It doesn't have to be exact. I don't know exactly what it's called, but yeah, we traded that one out for that. There's a couple of other things. I was gonna add a sound ambience, but I played it for like 10 seconds and it was annoying. So I was just like, yeah, we're not doing that. I don't want anything to do with the sound ambience unless there's a way I can turn it down. Then yeah, absolutely, I'll have it because it was quite annoying. Maybe there was a way to turn it down. I was just stubborn and I didn't like the sound all too much. But you know how it is. You know how it be. There's a couple of other things that I downloaded, but it's not too controversial to the gameplay. Mostly just letting the game run smoother and look a little, not look, but just run smoother so I don't lag at all as much. Because with the little clouds like that, whatever I'm using, it did lag a little bit, but now it shouldn't lag much at all. I've got entity calling, I've got no something to do with hitboxes and animals not being able to touch reduces lag or something like that. I'm not sure. I don't know. I just read and I download. Okay, I'm sure many of you just see something, you're like, ooh, yeah, let's try. And it works out, so that's what I've been doing. I think there might be mobs and like rats and little mushrooms that I've added that you'll be able to see if we explore on the world. I think I added something like that too, because let's be honest, Minecraft doesn't have enough mobs for how big the game is, right? It's an infinite and expanding world up to your storage. And we don't have stuff like, we have polar bears, but we don't have regular bears, we don't have black bears, we don't have like octopus, we have squid. I think that's when I downloaded too. Squid actually glow. They actually glow in the water now, or at least I think so. They might. I don't know. I just downloaded it because it looked cool, so we're gonna test it out later and see if it's true. I do not have any drama-filled stories for today. I'm sorry to disappoint. I know there's been a couple of times where I've had some pretty decent drama-filled stories, but not today. I'm closing down on this house pretty soon, which is nice. I was supposed to close down on the 7th, but it didn't happen because there were some issues with repairs, I guess. And I told the guys that I wanted to repair it myself, and they're trying to push for the other guys to get it done and repair. And I'm just like, I want it to close. I want it to close. Okay, I did. There is one other mod that I added that's a little creepy. It adds friends from the distance that'll wave at you and stare, and they won't interfere at all. They'll just stare at you, and that's all they do. They just stare. And you know, I thought it'd be kind of funny, and because at first I was like, "Who the hell's that?" And then I'm like, "Oh, right." So we have that installed. You know, secret friends or whatever it's called, and I thought it'd be pretty hilarious. Hello.
I want to leave and go somewhere. I'm so tired of this crap.
What happened? Alright, start up the car and we'll go somewhere. I'll do this later. Boom! Just like that, I've changed clothing. Look at my green shirt. I was wearing a green hoodie before. How did that happen? I don't know. Oh, I did... Oh, I know. I did install another mod. Apparently it's not for deep slate. But it is... I know it is for stone. And other materials such as diorite. Let's try andesite. So, what this tool does, it's actually pretty cool. What this mod does, you go over here to the stone cutter. I don't remember what the mod name is. You put in any block that doesn't have like bricks or stairs, and look, andesite bricks, andesite stairs. I've never even seen those. Those are pavier. We got a pillar. We've got andesite plates, which are really cool. I may have to use those. We've got andesite prismarine. We've got Cobbled andesite. That's really cool. Cracked. We've got just a bunch of stuff in here. There's mossy. I think there should be like a little thing down here for it to add moss to it, but like we got polished andesite all the way at the bottom. But I think I'm gonna go with these. I think this might look cool. Look at how pretty that is. And of course, you know, it might change with the world as the world progresses. It might go away and I might have to replace it, which for now I'm just going to use it as a small little block and then go from there. And hopefully this runs with versions because it's really nice. I like the idea of a little thing. Okay, we're just going to put our table there and hopefully don't forget it. It's just there just in case we need it. And we're going to make our little to-do building here. I'm thinking maybe I should go in the nether and grab some blocks, maybe? I don't know. I think we're gonna run with a base, kind of like this. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I like the flooring look. I like these blocks. So pretty. I think I'll do what I said and go to the nether and get some light blocks, maybe some glowstone and stuff. But I think maybe I'll no, I think that works good. I think that works pretty good. There'll be a little area in here. I think it'll look really nice. Then I think what we'll do is we'll run with... Maybe we'll run with some spruce here. That might be a little too big. But you know what? We're going to run with it. We're going to run with it. I built the ideas thing. I went a little overkill. Just a little bit. I kind of created a roof just like that one over there. And I think it looks pretty good. So I also have lattices. I think this is what this is. What is this? I don't remember what this is called. Lattice. It's a lattice. It's a spruce lattice, and I think that looks pretty good with the build. I did some low-hanging windows over on the sides, and then I did some single windows with flowers and some flower holders. And then I did a weird, interesting little chimney. I don't really know how to feel about it. I kind of like it. I think it's kind of unique. And it's pretty interesting so far. So we have the whole bend down just like that. And then up top we have, I can't remember what that's called. I think it's a spawn stone or something like that, lodestone. And then we get obviously a campfire surrounded with trapdoors, another a brick fence, a brick wall, and then we have a flower pot on top. Just kind of adds to the niceness of it. This side looks exactly like the other side, minus the chimney. And then if we go in here, it's a really tall ceiling. We got some storage for some signs. We got a flower in the ground, buttons, lanterns. I thought this was pretty cool. I don't think you can do anything with it, actually. Let me, hold on, let me check. So it doesn't appear that I can put anything in the flower pot, but I thought this little table thing was kind of cool. So it's got, I believe there's something on the side of it there, but it's got a berry, it's got a flower pot, some flowers hanging off the side, and it looks pretty cool. It's, I don't remember exactly what that's called, but I thought the little table was neat, so I put that there. Then I got a bookshelf over here with just some plain old books. There's nothing in the books. We got a nice little pink tree over here, crafting table, and then the thing that leads to the chimney. Nice little mushroom, and yeah, an overall kind of like area of where it is. I only have, technically, I have 10 spaces here, but we're only going to use the 9 that's here. And so I'm gonna start writing down ideas that we can use. Alright, so the first idea we have to do is obviously the thing that I wanted to do is a barn and crops. We need to finish the ZXP farm, just like that. Eventually we should get to the portal. I don't exactly know what I want to do for that, so I'm going to leave that, guys. I'm going to leave that up to you to decide. You can go ahead and comment down below what you think we should do for the portal, and I'll go ahead and do it. I said I wanted to do decorational builds. Decorational builds by the road. We'll just put by road. I think that looks pretty good. I kind of want to make a little pond area near our house, so we'll do pond with a what are those things called? They're oh, jeez, not a statue, a fountain, pond and fountain that we can have around the house. I think that would look pretty neat. I'm pretty sure that's how you spell fountain. I'm not particularly 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure it's AIN. It might just be AN, but I'm pretty sure it's AIN. And again, I'm also illiterate, so it could be AN for all I know. Can you? Thank you. You know what? I kind of want to put like a pathway going down to the water, down to like docks and stuff, and then have like a wall just on each other side of that. So I think what we'll do, we'll put dock with wall. I just don't know how well that's gonna go with our villagers not breeding, so we may have to make another villager breeder. And just go from there and hope that that when I go to do this, it actually works this time around, because that was kind of sad how it just didn't work. I really wish it did, because it's a very simplistic and easy one to do, and it makes everything so easy when I can just pop them out like a woman having 64 kids. There was actually, funny enough, somewhere down the road of 1900s, I believe it was the 1960s, I'm not exactly sure, but there was a woman who literally had 64 kids. You can look this up. 64 kids. She had like 2 counts of octuplets, which was 8 total kids, and I'm just like, wow, it's ridiculous. I cannot even fathom the idea of 64 kids, let alone having 8 kids twice. That's 16 right there. 2 pregnancies. It's ridiculous. So I also got here that I want to do a map room, which I do want to do. A map room sounds so cool. Just a giant map room of an expanse area. But obviously, I might have to put this one off and wait until I get the elytra, because that'd be so much easier with an elytra. I do have a couple more ideas. So I also want to do a lighthouse. I think a lighthouse would be pretty neat if we can get one over. I was kind of either thinking over there, or it might be too much. Maybe I can actually put one over there on that side. Maybe I can do like a nice little, because there's an area that goes down over there, so maybe we can make a path over there and have another section on the wall that we're doing, and kind of have like a flatline bridge with that. I don't know. I don't want to have it flat actually, because I want boats to be able to go in and out over it. So maybe, I don't know. I guess we could have it tall and have it flat. I much prefer a flat bridge over a bridge that goes like this, especially if going over water like that. So maybe I'll have like pillars going up and then above the water, kind of like that. So we'll do, yeah, we'll have the lighthouse down idea. I think that's pretty good. And then I also have Ruined City and Barn on my list, but I already put Barn down, Barn at Crops. So we'll have to do a Ruined City at some point. A Ruined City would be absolutely astounding. I do think it's quite the perfect placement to have this. I mean, it does kind of look a little odd next to it. Maybe there's something we could do about that to make it look a little less odd. But overall, I think it's a nice addition. I think it's the roof. The way the roof just doesn't really match up next to the oak. I don't really want to change it either. It might. I think it looks just a tad weird, but it matches at the same time, you know, because I think it's how bland the roof is there. The fact that there's no cut-ins or anything. I'll have to see if I can add some like little windows inside of there at some point, because I mean that's designed. I mean all the walls for that are designed, and up there it has a design in that roof as well. So that's why it's, you know, kind of weird to see this. I mean this right here, it's great. It's great. I love the look of this, and I hope that I can keep having these blocks updated so I can have that permanently, because that would just be amazing. It'd be fantastic. Like, I would never want to change the. I think it's called Stonecutter mod or something like that. Don't quote me on it, but I know the first word is stone. So if you find it, it's probably named different. It's probably not Stonecutter. It's probably Stone Variants or something like that. But I think overall that looks pretty neat. So now I have a choice. I can either work in the barn, or I can work on the zombie XP farm like I wanted to do. I think it's time for the XP farm. So I think I'm just working on a barn is just so difficult because I haven't done it in such a long time, and I'm not sure exactly how to go about a barn. I have a barn on an old world, but I don't want to copy that, because it's not original. So I think I'll just run with the XP farm for now, and then one of these times I'll get on a video on doing it. I swear I will. Oh look, it's another friend. And he's gone. Okay, goodbye, friend. I think it's the same entity. It's not like a different character every time. I'm pretty sure it's the same one each time. Alright, let's go down here in the XP farm that looks like a goddamn mess. We're going to remove these, because we don't need these anymore. We were using them to get a little bit of XP, but we don't really need to have that, so I'm not going to. So I've got a bit of how I want it to work out, right? It's kind of weird. You can already see the mass destruction that I've done, but I wasn't able to do the normal kind of route because it interfered with our house, right? So I made some staircases and some waterways, or well, two waterways to be exact. Maybe one. I don't know how it looks to you guys. But so I have two interlining staircases here. I have no idea what kind of little long build I'm gonna put over this as of yet. Maybe I'd do a giant. I have no idea. um, but we've got some staircases here for this, and we got the main area where they'll be spawning, where I can sit up here, and then we got a little flow chamber going on. That's kind of it brings them up over there, and then they kind of just flow to the side and go down right here, and then they fall. And so that's why the staircase is still here, because it goes all the way down. I'm sorry if it's a little dark. Let me see if I can. I don't have any lights. Hold on a minute. There we go. That's all better. I got some light in here now so you can actually see. So we got the actual spotter down here. Like I said, they're going to fall down in here, and then they're going to go up, and then they're going to go to the side and fall down over here. And then down this staircase is kind of where I'm going to meet them at. If I go all the way down here a little bit, and right here is the platform that I get. I'm going to extend this and add a little storage underneath just to collect everything. And I'm going to design and put like another enchantment table, because why the hell not? It's Minecraft. I could put them wherever the hell I want. And just so it's easier, I'm going to do it with every spawner that I find that I'm able to build room around. And I'm going to put an enchantment table. And the only way that I won't be able to do that is if it's literally surrounded by lava. And I don't, even then I could still just build. So, yeah, so that's kind of what it's looking like right now. I'm actually kind of really excited, hoping it's going to work, because it's a little intricate. I couldn't exactly line it up or flow it out of the ground how I wanted it to originally, because it kind of intersected with the house a bit. And, I mean, maybe I could have made it a little simple, but I think if I can get it to work and it isn't absolutely broken, I think it'll be perfect. I think it'll be so cool and perfect. And it's far enough away from the spawner where they'll just keep spawning. And yes, you do have to have them a certain amount away in order for them to keep spawning. Because if they're like, say 5 or 6 blocks and the fall was right here, it wouldn't spawn more than like 4 or 5. The distance matters. So the fact that I'm pushing them all the way through and then for them to fall down, it works out pretty well if it does end up working. Oh, and if you don't know, the max you want them to be at for fall damage is 22 blocks. just in case you were wondering and you didn't know and you need a little guidance on that, it's 22 blocks. Okay. Maybe it's 22 and a half. I will confirm with you. But I mean mine is 21. No. Yeah, mine's 21 blocks. So even then it's still a one hit after about I want to say 19 or 20 blocks there's still one hit. Maybe not by fist. I think by fist it's like 22 and a half or maybe 20. It's something. Okay, you'll just have to see and see if it works. Mine's 21. All right, welcome back guys to all right, so a lot has happened. Really? And of course it starts raining as he's burning. And of course it's raining. All right, guys. Well, welcome back. It is. I mean, obviously you've been here the entire time. I don't know why I'm saying that. It's been a bit. It's been a couple of days, anyways, and I'm finished with the zombie spawner. So today won't be about the farm at all. I will see about making a farm on the next episode. But I mean, I'm pretty sure that I finished this, but I did add some things to it. I took off the one mod. It was called Stoneworks. I took it off because just in case of any future updates and the blocks the mod doesn't if the mod doesn't get updated with the game, the mod won't work. And I took it off just in case, just to see what would happen. And my entire roof and what I was working on for my zombie spawner just completely disappeared. All the blocks are gone. So I took it off and I put this here instead. And I think it still looks pretty nice. I think it looks really great on there. I put the little stones and trapdoors, and then I didn't know what to do, and I couldn't figure out how to do the windows that I wanted to do. So I ended up just doing buttons and going on the top layer and just added some depth to it. And I think overall it looks pretty good. And on the inside, obviously, I already showed you. It's got all the detail. That's missing a piece. We will just, yeah, you know what? We'll just do this for now. I don't remember what was there, but that works out pretty damn good. Unless I don't have any trapdoors. I don't want to put a slab there. But, yeah. As I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, now over here we got the zombie spawner. It's not much of a big build. It's kind of just a little building out here. I mean, but it looks decently okay. Maybe I should add some more detail onto it later. But for now, this is what I'm kind of sticking with. And I'm just going to run with it. So we have the little trapdoors like it did up here for the comment section building, or up there. And that's just so that nothing can really get in here. Nothing can get over it, even if this wasn't up here. So baby zombie can't jump over. If you guys don't know, they cannot jump over them while they are up. Down, yes, they will be able to walk right through. But while they're up, they don't jump over them for some reason. I don't know what's stopping them. But in the interior, we've got a nice light going up on there. We have, you know, spruce, dark oak, all the different type of woods. That's showing through. I'm going to change that light up. That is a mistake. I did not mean for that. But I went to the nether and I grabbed some, what is it, blue nylium, right? I believe it's called nylium. I don't remember. But I think it looked pretty good. Originally, I was just going to do like this coloration and stick with it. But I thought it needed some new direction with it. So I added in the little blue, the leaves or whatever you want to call them. They kind of look like, you know, that sand that you can pick up and it falls right through your hand, that Play-Doh kind of, that play sand. That's kind of what that stuff reminds me of. And I thought it looked pretty dang good. I like the design that I picked. I was going to, when I was going with this, I was actually going to just have it like 2, 2, and 2. And I tried in the middle and like, just all kinds of things. And I ended up settling for this. I like this. This looks good. Then over here, we got the thing itself. I went back to that amethyst geode we found a while ago, and I waited for like 20 minutes or so and spawned some zombies that's by the spawner next to it, and decided to make some glass so no light can go in, and they can just keep spawning, but we can have as much light in here as we want, and we could feel cozy and all that. Over here, you can see the zombies falling. If one wants to fall up in there, I don't know if they do. Hello, zombie? Anybody? No? Oh, there goes one. Oh, it's a baby. Goodbye. Alright, so let's go down the stairs here. That's a little waiting area. Up here is good for waiting and in the middle here, but if you reach the bottom where they land, it's not that great. They don't spawn anymore, so you kind of have to, you know, wait somewhere up here and watch them fall until you think there's a good amount. Right here, we have the continuation of the fall. They kind of just go all the way down. I mean, obviously, I don't know why I'm telling you that when you already know that. We got another light up here. It's pretty good lighting for what? I might add some more light over here. I don't know yet. We got another light up there. Another light right there. Then we come down here. This is where all the action happens. All the good zombies come out to play. And we get all of our XP. As you can see, I have built quite the levels. We got another light in here. Just a little one. And yeah, this barrier makes sure so I don't pick up any items and all goes to the chests. Which is fairly nice. Then we got a little bit of storage just so I could put like any armor or anything or like zombie flesh. And you get the idea. It's a storage. A nice little design. We got another light right there and over there. And then I also have the red nylium because that's what spawns closest to the portal. The blue one is hell because I had to go up and down terrain and couldn't dig to it because it was just like everywhere was a drop. In here, the enchantment table area, there's another light in here and up there. I did not put anything in for the enchantment table yet. I have not added anything, and it probably won't be for a bit anyways. I'm a little short on diamonds. I think I've got like 30 or so. I have to go and get some. But yeah, this is where that is. And then I kind of liked this kind of design. I was going to go nice and even, kind of like that at first, but then I decided, nah, and I went with something completely random. And I thought this looks pretty good. Down here, we have the whole big storage for the spawner itself. I might end up going through and just covering up the rest because it's kind of a little ugly. But right as of right now, it looks pretty decent, and I kind of like it. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good build. One more thing that I did add. So I had this kind of contraption upstairs, and I wanted to change the upstairs. I'll show you that in a minute. I wanted to change the upstairs, and I didn't have anywhere else that I could put this upstairs that would fit correctly. So for right now, this is kind of just going through the floors, and you know, it's all right. It's a little bit of it's a small super smelter, and I put it there because it's also convenient since it's right next to my storage. But up here, I figured I would go ahead and change the bedroom around from over there to over here, and I think it looks pretty dang good. We have extra storage if we want. You know, we have 7 different storages here, which is really nice. Then you got these fake little drawers that put an anvil there, chest under there. This is a new helmet, but old set of armor. I've got the new set on. Oh, I've got the new set on right here. I also found a mending book, by the way, so I added that on there. I enchanted my sword already just a little bit. Nothing too big. I don't have any achievements. I don't have any enchantments on these. But we have this right here, the upgrade gear area. Then we got the armor stand and the lights and the mushroom and a little seat and the dog is next to it. And it's cozy. It's cozy, right? It feels so much nicer the way this looks instead of just a bed over there that was like a couch. The couch was all right, but we needed an upgrade, and we went all king size, baby. We got a whole king size bed just to ourselves. And of course, we got the Minecraft over here. We can play Minecraft in Minecraft, which is pretty cool. Nothing like those redstone builds that even Jumbo can't manage to build. I didn't do anything else, but I figured I'd show you the other thing that I did. It looks really nice. So we got the comment section. That's one. We got the zombie spawner, and we got a new bedroom. Sick as hell. All right. If you guys did enjoy it, which I hope you did, you know what to do. Hit a fat like and an even thicker subscribe. And I will see you all in the next one. I hope you have a fantastic time. See you later. Spoonie out.